It has been my honor to be the Vice Chair of the Democratic Party on school aid. I want to thank especially the Chairman from the 94th. He has been very open about this whole process, at least until yesterday, which is really good. I would also like to thank the Appropriations Chair from the 19th because she has answered all my questions and has been a really good friend on this. I want to thank my other colleagues from the Democratic Party that served with me. I thought they did an awesome job, as well as staff. But this is what I want to start with. Look, this budget looks great. Mr. Speaker, per pupil funding, $240 or $120. Fantastic. Can't ask for anything more. Unless you took up my bill that's 3 times policy or 3X policy, we'll get a little more money in there. But it's great, fantastic. Mr. Speaker, I've talked to you about career tech stuff throughout my career here, and I'm glad that we are addressing this again. Multiple years now, we have continuously put in career tech education money. I applaud you for that. The funding went up either $25 to $50, depending on the classification, so thank you. Mr. Speaker, $1 million more has been put in for CTE for culinary. I like food. I'm glad about that. Let our students go and learn. Mr. Speaker, $1 million for adult education increase that I've been begging for a year and a half. Thank you for putting that in there. We also looked at FIRST Robotics, Mr. Speaker, and it wasn't a ton of money, but $500,000 to me is a lot of money. I'm glad we are actually going into that and looking at it. The other things that I'm really proud of, you know, I'm not a cyber school guy. Everybody knows that. But I understand the chair's response on this. That's something he wanted. So that's fine. But I am glad about these things, that the $1.5 million that we're going to put into Algebra Nation. So my student at home, my kid, can go on if he's having problems and sign up for this free of charge. I think that's pretty impressive. So I want to thank this party and our party for putting a good budget. I have one issue, though, Mr. Speaker, just one out of this whole budget. And I know you've already heard it, but look, we all agree on one thing. We want to educate our kids. There's a teacher shortage out there. We are not bringing this to the forefront for people to go into teaching. If anything, I would probably tell my son right now, if he was going to college, maybe you want to go into something else. It's something that we need to agree on eventually. I think we all have it in mind about our teachers, but with this shortage and 22P, I don't think this is a good thing. I think we can soften it. Let's look at this for another year. We don't even really know all the metrics to it. I have 3 schools in my district that are partnership schools. So I cannot support this, even though you heard all of the great things I've told you about. Let's knock this out. Let's kick this out of the budget and talk about this another day. I'll buy the coffee. Let's go and talk about this. It's that important to us. I really hope that I can suggest a no vote so we can go back and work on this. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.